to my and Pa's place, where the coffee's hot and there's a smile on your face. Pull up a chair and stay a while. This is where you'll find that old-time style. Welcome to Ma and Pa's, we're glad you're here. Stories and laughter, good vibes are near. From the heart of the home to the world out wide, this is where love and fun collide. Cooking up warmth, it's a family feast, sharing the joy from the west to the east, with Ma's sweet touch and Pa's big grin. This is the spot where good times begin. Welcome to Ma and Pa's, we're glad you're here. Stories and laughter, good vibes are near. From the heart of the home to the world out wide, this is where love and fun collide. So hit that like and come back for more. Every week we've got new tales to explore. From the kitchen to the yard and everywhere around that Mom and Pa's, happiness is found. Welcome to Ma and Pa's, we're glad you're here. Stories and laughter, good vibes are near. From the heart of the home to the world out wide, this is where love and fun collide.
Welcome everybody to Ma and Pa's place. God, this is where the magic happens. Yes. Do you reckon the magic happens here, Pa?
Oh, it happens.
Not the way we want it to, though. For those that are new here, I am Ma Silicone, and over there, smiling away, is the grinning
Silicone.
Pa Silicone. This is Miss Divinity Storm Silicone. And her little brother, Wyatt Alexander, is over there chewing on his biscuit, playing with his Kinder Surprise, well, at least trying to, watching TV, cuddling his duck. She's got her Minnie Mouse, and she's got a handful of Bicky. She's got a bit of Bicky in both hands. For those who don't know what a Bicky is, what you call a cookie in the States, we call a biscuit. I know it sounds weird to use, but calling it a cookie sounds weird to us. So she's got that, and she's broke it in half, and she's got a bit in each hand. So I don't know, she's made up her mind which side she's chewing on, but hey, she's having fun. Aren't you, darling? She's in her warm little poodle tracksuit and her strawberry slippers. He's got his I Love Mummy blue tracksuit on and his little slippers. The kids are in the bedroom watching their shows.
Yeah.
Pa will keep an eye on that because they will end soon. Then you have to go back to YouTube because they want to watch High Five. My daughter watched High Five and they like High Five. So, anyway, getting on with it. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, sharing our videos with your dolly friends, and for all the rest of you and everyone else, please give it a thumbs up so that we can decide whether this channel is worth keeping or not. So, because it all goes down on how many likes we get, is what we're going to decide whether we're going to keep it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Compared to the views. So we're comparing how many people are viewing it and how many people are liking it.
So just make like the fines and say, "Hey."
There you go. All right, we have Temu and AliExpress. Or is this all AliExpress?
I don't know. You opened it.
I actually think that the majority of this is AliExpress. There might be some Temu. Don't ask me which is which. I have no freaking idea. Some things I do, and if I know, I'll let you know. But if I don't know, I don't know. But we're going to start with these. Not happy, Jan. I brought these. Stupid me. I thought they were towels. Well, technically they are. But I thought they were actual full-size bath towels. Which we needed. No, we ended up with hand towels that we don't need. Because we have plenty of those, don't we?
Yep. Now we've got more.
Yes. Now we've got 3 of this maroon colour and then there's 3 in the charcoal grey. So that's got to be good though, because you can put the grey one out for you and the pink one out for me, and then you can keep your dirty grubby hands off my towel. What do you think of that, pal? You know what, before we start, I need another basket because I've got to take it all out of that basket and put it into a different one. Otherwise it's all going to end up on the floor. I love you.
I love you too, but
Love his t-shirt. It says he's ATM dad. It was like that when Bella was here. She was always putting her hand out saying dad. So yeah, I was thinking that these were bath towels, but I was wrong. So I'll have to go back and look for actual bath towels. But I don't know where to start because there is quite a bit of stuff. Oh, while we're waiting, I can tell you some exciting news. Zenith was finally poured last night and came out of the mold beautifully. And he's a big boy. Holy dooly. He's a big boy. He's now got to get all put together. Minor little bits that they have to do, like fix up all of his seams and all that good stuff. But at least he's finally poured. Now it's the
is that
big...
too far away?
A little bit. Thank you. At least now he's finally poured. Now, the next thing we have, and we'll do this one to get it out of the way because it's huge. And of course we're going to need scissors. I need my little handy dandy scissors here. Are you perfectly okay?
Pa scissor hands.
Pa scissor hands. Oh my goodness. I've heard everything now. I've heard it all. Pa scissor hands. Now this is obviously in a flat pack, so we're going to have to flufferize it. Pa, you might need to come over here and flufferize. I was about to say something, then I realised how absolutely vulgar it would have sounded. I was going to say, come over here and fluff up my pussy. Because this is my pussy. This is my pussy cushion. Isn't it gorgeous? Check this thing out. It looks like that cat we had, Ace. And it also looks like my it looks like my princess who passed away. So I'm going to call this one Look at this. This is my princess puss. I'll put her in bed with me and cuddle her. She's so soft. She is so soft. I mean, I'm sure one of the kids will steal it first. Take it off me and cuddle it. Here, feel that part. Cuddle my pussy. I don't know why they sent instructions for a cat. Okay. Isn't it lovely? It's soft, isn't it?
Yeah, it's soft, all right. Where do you want it?
We'll just sit it over there on those chairs. The other thing that I got, now I love, you know, if anyone knows me, I've got this obsession with journals.
I can attest to that.
I have so many journals that I haven't written in yet. And different journals for different things that I don't know why I collect them, and I just don't get the time to sit down and write and journal as much as I used to. Otherwise, I would have filled quite a few of them. And usually what I do with my journals in different places where I've lived is I've completed a journal. Like in Germany and Russia, I have journals still. And I put them up, I wrap them up in a cloth and seal them in a plastic bag, or I seal them in a tin box. And then I put them up in the roof, in the ceiling. So that hopefully in 100 years someone pulls the house down, then they'll find it. And they'll be able to read my story. So, anyway, so I bought this one. Isn't it stunning? Look at that. And it's got the most glorious pages in it. And every page, again, is very different. And you've got different colours and patterns and pictures. And there was a really pretty one of, I don't know where it is. Hang on, I'm gonna find it. That one. Beautiful one of a horse. So that's what it's like. I love that. You like that?
Yeah.
It's lovely. So I'll either journal in it, or I'll what do you call it? Do poetry in it, because I love to write poetry. This apparently is supposed to be a wig brush. It's sharp, and you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a bloody dog brush.
That's what I was just going to say.
I mean, I've had brushes like that to brush my dog, but apparently it's a wig brush. So, because I do have wigs and stuff, which I will start wearing, especially while it's cold. And talking of wigs, I did buy one. And the only thing I can say about it is it feels very synthetic. Usually you get them and they're quite soft. My gosh, this is long.
Are those dreadlocks?
It's, oh no, they're braids. If I can just get this off it. It's got the lace front, so that apparently when you wear it, it looks like the real deal. If I can get this off, oh my lordy, that's big. This is like super long, guys. But I'm going to turn it around so that it can, I mean, that sponge you would take out, but you can see like it's completely lace. It's a full lace, you know. And I do have the special things to stick it down and all that good stuff, and I'd have to muck about with it. But yes, it would look like I had braids. I love it. I do love it, except it does feel very synthetic. But I've got some plans to do some other things with it as well. So that's going to be kind of cool. So look out for me finally getting that on my head. Once I work out how to do it. I'm not you know, a big wig person, because they are a lot of bother and my head gets hot very easily and quickly. But I'm hoping.
It looks to me like once you put that thing on, you're going to look like Bob Marley or Stevie Wonder.
Thank you very much, pal. Gosh. You're so big with the compliments and the confidence that I would look better in theirs. That's mean.
Hey, I could be wrong, but that's what I thought of the minute I saw
Yeah, well,
that
that's
thing.
mean. He's being mean now.
Not purposely.
Oh, I can't get it back. I'm trying to get it back in the hand. It's not happening. Gosh, there's too much of it. It's becoming quite confusing now because it's black and I can't see the internet.
It's just like anything else you buy. You take it out of the package and you'll never get it in the same again.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true with this one. It's not going back in. I need to buy. I saw this thing. It was like a metal stand. It's got these like little branches coming out of it, and you put the foam heads on it, and then you can hang your wigs on it, and you can keep your wigs all sort of like hanging and stuff. Desperately want. Oh, Park, can you come and help me with this, please? I'm just gonna throw it out the door in a minute. It's driving me nuts. I need to try.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Well, I just need to try and get that back in there. Enough, so hang on, I think I got it. Once I get it so far, I can just sort of shake it down. What are you doing now?
Well, you call me over there to help you, and then I come over, and then you say you got it, and...
Well, that's not my fault. You were too slow getting in. He's such an easy shister. But he loves it.
You sure about that?
Yes. I can be a real bitch to you and you just get off on it.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you told me. I'd have never known.
Well, now you know. Because I know you love it.
Well,
Now it's not going
to
to zip up. Right, that took a bit. We got it back in. Alright, so let's get rid of that. This one I love. I was impressed with this. These are my headbands. Guys, these are gorgeous. And again, I can use these with the wigs. So, that's the first one.
Is it stretchy?
Yeah, very.
Well, you could use it for a heck of a slingshot.
Oh, trust him to say that. That one is the second. I love that one because it's got like breast cancer awareness thing on it with a feather, and it says fight cancer. So I particularly like these. Are all breast cancer awareness, so I can wear these to the hospital, which will be really good when I go in for my double mastectomy. This one has the breast cancer ribbon and it just says care with some kisses. This one has butterflies. Aren't they pretty, Pa?
Yep.
And this one says support, care, courage, and believe. That one, and then this one is just, oh, this one's pretty. This one is like stars and the breast cancer ribbon. So that's those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. You get 6 in a packet with that. And I'm pretty sure that was Temu. It wasn't Temu, it was AliExpress. So either way, you can check it out on both. Just put in breast cancer awareness headbands. And I'm sure they'll come up. This is for Billy. Because he loves his tractors. And I'm sure I brought this for him. Yes, I did. And it's a hoodie jacket. And it's got tractors all over it. Billy is 5, so that's going to be a good size for him. What do you think?
I like that.
That's nice, he's gonna love that.
Yeah.
So that's for Billy. And I also got this. And this will be for either Billy or Malachi. So it depends, and this is little, those big wheels, monster truck typey things. So I think that's more Malachi, don't you?
Mm.
He loves his cars. He's got a huge, I've still got a huge collection of Matchbox cars that are Malachi. So many. Now I did end up, and I don't know how. I don't know if I ordered them from 2 different companies and they were the same thing, or what. I think that's what happened. I think I had one in my cart with AliExpress and one with Temu. So Evie now has 2 pink kitty cat hats. But that's fine, she can give one to Mia. Can't she?
Yep.
So the girls will have one each. One will go to Mia and one will go to Evie. And they can be the pink pussycats. Well, that's not good. The pink pussycats. Because there was a strip club in Sydney's King's Cross, and it was called the Pink Pussycat.
Great.
So that's not a good thing by saying it. Pink Pussycat. So we'll say no to that. These I got. Now, these are for me and Pa. Park and Model. You get a whole bunch of them. You get 1, 2, 3. You get 4. You get 2 in black and 2 in that brownie. What do you call that colour? There's a name for that colour, Pa.
Chestnut?
No. Comment below if you know what that colour is, and I'll show you in a second as soon as I get the damn sticker off it. That colour. What do you call that? It has a colour. These are just little readers that sit on the end of your nose, so that when you're watching TV you can still see it. But then they're like, oh gosh, hang on to those. They're like little, like, see, now I look like Mars silicone. See, now you put a pair on. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Shut up. Do it. Be honest. Don't be difficult all the time, Pa.
I'm gonna look like Poindexter.
You are not gonna look like Pa silicone. See, these are good because see, I can read something, but then I can. No, it sits down on your nose. Here.
Are you kidding? My eyes are up here.
That's why you're supposed to look down. See? Now, pick up your. Look at the TV and then look at your phone. Not through the glasses. Oh, good Lord, have mercy.
What?
Here, look. See, if you were reading something, you would read it, and then if you want to look up, you can still see the TV. See what I mean? See? Now that's good, and don't tell me it's not good, because it is good, and you know it.
It's not my style.
Doesn't have to be your style, talking. I'm just saying it's good. I love them. So, there. Stick it in your Kyber then. Nasty. So ungrateful he is. Oh, you're nasty. I got that you get these by the bag. And these are for the wig. If we can get one out. There we go. These are for the wig. And they're little strips. They are perforated, so I gather you can, you know, like break them down if you need to. And then you stick them along your hairline. So then the wigs and that stick to them and don't move. And it saves you having to muck around with glues and crap and glue them down. I don't want to do all that. So I got these. I don't know how many's in a bag. There's quite a few. Now I need my flipping glasses. Should have left those ones on. You get no, it doesn't say. But it says by True Tape, and it's called Super Tape. So it's called Super Tape, and that's for gluing wigs down. Now, the next thing I got.
Is that like super glue?
It's kind of like, you know, wig glue. And it helps glue your wigs down. I got socks. There's 2 pair for Malachi, 2 pair for Billy. No. Malachi, Zenith, and then 1 pair for Devon. So this is Malachi. He got Batman socks. Pa, why have I got all this fluff on me? I'm covered in white fluff.
I don't know.
Where did that come from?
Probably your cat.
He's black.
Yeah.
What? Oh, Lord have mercy.
Well, what color is the fluff?
White.
Oh. Yeah.
He got those Batman socks. And then Zenith can have the Spider-Man socks. And of course the Captain America socks. And there's a pair of Superman ankle socks for Devon. They won't fit your big whopping foot,
I didn't say they would.
but they're for Devon. So there you go. He'll get those ones. But I needed socks for the other kids because I don't have any socks. I had shoes and stuff for them. You think I can find them? No. Though I did find the toy bars that go over my bouncers last night. I've only been looking for them for 2 years. Finally turned up in a bottom of a box of shoes that are the old submarines. And I was getting some shoes out of there that are going to fit Zenith, blokey boy shoes, and holders bolters there they were. 2 years I've been looking for them. Coat hangers. Found a ton the other day. Realised I didn't need coat hangers after all, but hey, can never have too many coat hangers.
Around here, that's more than true.
Right. Now, we got 2 parcels here for Pa.
For me?
Yeah. And you can chuck out every single pair of underpants you own. And I'm serious. Because trust me, you've got enough here to last you.
Even the new ones?
Well, you can decide when you see how many's in here. And think about it. Once I show this, all your adoring fans out there will know what kind of underpants you have.
In my defense, I did not order them.
He did too. He's upgraded from his tidy whities. These are just called men's underwear. These are nice. They've got the double lining in the pocket, sort of front bit, whatever you want to call it. But they're just the boxer kind. So there's,
Now see, if
that's
I
your
just,
sinful red.
if I just cut those up a little bit, I could use them for Superman trunks.
Oh, Lord have mercy. He got red. Gosh, how terrible. That's one. Light grey. That's two. And a darker grey. So that's three. Are you counting with me? You're always complaining your undies are wearing out. So I buy him undies and now he's going to complain.
I didn't complain. I was just noting.
You were complaining that your underwear had worn out. I bought you new underwear and now you're going to complain because you bought too many.
Well, how many did
There's
you buy?
number 4, dark blue.
Did you buy enough for every day of the year?
Yes.
Then you bought too much.
4, 5. Shut up, I'm counting. That's 5. That's 6. And 7. So there's a week's worth just there. There's 8. And there's 9. And 10. 10 pairs of new jocks.
You bought 10 pairs of undergotchies?
No. Because I've got another bag here. That's why I said you can chuck out all of the ones you've got that are old and nasty. Elastic's gone in them, they've got holes in them, and you've got bits hanging out that shouldn't be hanging out. So you can.
And the color has been faded to transparency.
I mean, they're nasty, so you can throw them all out. We'll wash these and pop them in the dryer, and then you'll have a whole bunch of new undies.
Not a pretty thought, is it, people?
These ones are a different brand. Gosh. And I don't know how many pairs are in here, but it looks like a lot. Because there's 2 piles of them. Holy crap.
I repeat, I did not order them.
These ones are just they just say sports. So there's 1,
Well, I can't wear them. I gotta play sports in order to do that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gosh. So with this lot and the other lot, you get 12 in here. So you've almost got a month's supply. You almost got a whole month of underwear. So you can be like you did. Where did your mother go?
She went up to see my grandmother.
Right, so his mother went away to visit her mother when she was alive, and his father didn't know how to use the wash machine.
Oh, he knew how to use it. He just didn't want to.
Okay, I rephrased the question. He didn't want to use the washing machine. So instead of washing his underwear every time he ran out of underwear, he'd go buy new ones. And his mother came home to a mountain in the laundry of dirty underwear. I would have killed him.
Now see, I went over there because he wanted to see me about something. I can't remember what now. But I went over there. He says to me, "Oh, I gotta get some more underwear." And I said, "What, don't you have underwear?" He says, "Yeah, but it's all dirty." And I said, "Dad, there's a washing machine right out there in the other room. Throw them in the washing machine, wash them, and then throw them in the dryer. Done." He says, nah, that's too much trouble. I'll just go out and buy new. I just shook my head and walked away.
That's lazy. That's just lazy. Sorry. Alright. Now, I shouldn't show this on camera because if I do, she'll be watching and sticky beaking into what she shouldn't be sticking beaking into, and I am talking about my friend Penguin. Yes, just like that. This is one of her Christmas presents. Penguin, close your eyes and turn away. As you all know, I'm filling her up a box of penguins. Just anything penguin, because she's a penguin. So I brought this for her that she can either put on her bedroom door or she can put outside her front door. And it says, "Welcome." And it's got a penguin on it. I think she'll like that, don't you?
Mm.
She does love her penguins. So I've got a giant box of penguins.
Too bad it doesn't have a small saying after the word.
This will be the last thing going in her box, because trust me, her box of penguins now is so damn full I can't close it. And I'm going to have to buy a much bigger box to put her stuff in. Now, where do we go from here?
Now see, that penguin thing there needs to say, "Welcome to my iceberg."
Right, anyway. As I said before, we thought we'd lost all the girls' winter clothes. That's the twins, Summer Rain and Winter Breeze. And I thought, I'm going to have to go out and buy them a whole stack of new winter clothes. So I did. I put this order in with AliExpress a bloody long time ago. Oh, can you take that? And it's now turned up. But then so has their winter clothes. We found them on the top of the cupboard in the hall. So now they've got a whole new wardrobe of stuff that ain't going to fit in their wardrobe. But anyway, these are gorge. I went on a Minnie Mouse theme for the girls because I'm tired of seeing them in Bluey and bunnies. And I wanted to just do something different. So I went on a Minnie Mouse theme. And we've got a Minnie Mouse jacket. Now, Zarina, her theme is Minnie Mouse. So that's cool. Because even though these are the twins' clothes, I do share. So I will be able to... You want to turn that heater off, Pa, if you're hot?
Well, I'm not hot. I'm just hurting.
Oh, it's just you.
I'm trying.
You're red in the face.
I'm trying to find a position that'll ease the pain a bit.
Put your feet up. Maybe
Huh?
jet.
Put
Maybe
my
jet.
feet up. If I do that, I'll fall asleep.
Oh, well, don't fall asleep. Gosh. Pa, it's only 7:10.
Yeah.
You just slept for nearly 8 hours.
Sleep knows no limits.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, we got these little puffer jackets for the girls. They're gorge. And There's a second one here. I'll take it out because they have to be washed. So that's the second one. And they are from AliExpress and they're all like fur lined, so they're really cozy.
Well, if they have more than one of everything, that means they can still wear it while the other's being washed.
No. I'm not going to go there. They're for the twins, love. Oh. To go with their stuff. Oh, how cute. It's got a little chick and an Easter egg on it. Oh, it's an Easter one. Look. It's a Minnie Mouse bunny. So that's cute. Oh, they'll like those. So there you go. And there's one for winter. Because they like... I mean, even when my girls were alive, I mean, they loved everything the same. Most twins that I know like to be individual and have their own person, not mine. They loved everything being the same. I had another set of twin girls and they were Madison and Mackenzie, and I used to call them my Barbie twins because they loved Barbie. They wore a lot of Barbie. And they were the same. They liked everything to be the same. They didn't want to be different from the other. So that's the second one. Now, I'm going to put that over there for a second because that's for later. We've got these. I'm getting everything that's double out. Okay, sirens. And, oh, that. And that. I'm just getting all this stuff out. Now we've got these. These are really cute. I'll put that basket there and I'll fill that one up in a second. Waste this up on my lap. First of all, I'll show you these. These are for Zenith. Just to put on his jacket or on his jeans and stuff. And they always turn them around the wrong way in the packet, so that the label's hiding it. And that's annoying. When the back of the thing is clear, why don't they just turn him around? So I'm just gonna turn it around. Oh, Lord have mercy. So I was saying, Pa, how Zenith is finally poured.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks really good.
Yes, he
So we
does.
got in these patches. There's the first one. It's Captain America, of course. The second one is, I like the shield, but with the dark ring around it. The third one is a small shield. And then there's that one, Captain America. Alright. Hang on, just shove that in there. Now, the next thing we have for the girls, these are 13 to 18 months. And it's, Lord have mercy, get all this rubbish out of them. It's these cutie patootie little shoes to go with their Minnie Mouse stuff, and they're just simple. They just got little flowers on them, you know, because the girls have armatures in their legs, but they don't have nothing in their feet. That's just solid silicone. And I don't like putting heavy shoes on them because of the weight of the shoe could pull the foot down, and that could cause it to tear. So I only put very light shoes on them, like those. And then this is the second pair, which I'll try and get through this a bit quicker. We're nearly done. We've got a surprise at the end that Pa might like.
We do.
Yeah, I bought something for Devon.
Well, if it's Devon, it's gotta be either Superman or some type of game.
Oh, I've got a cough. I hope I'm not getting bloody sick. I don't go anywhere, so I don't associate with anybody. But if Pa goes out and he associates, I guarantee I get sick every time. And that's the second pair. Now, the girls also got these little sweatsuits, what we call tracksuits in Australia, and these are AliExpress. They're fleecy line, and guys, these are thick, good quality. I love AliExpress stuff. I can't tell you, I love their stuff. This is quality, and that is the Minnie Mouse theme again. And there's the second one, and as I said, the quality in these is amazing. And to go with those little sweatsuits, they got these t-shirts, so they're gonna love, because they're totally in theme and everything matches. So they have these little t-shirts to wear underneath their sweatshirts. And then there's one for winter. Who hasn't we done a splurge on for a while? Starlet, I suppose. Isn't it? Haven't done it on the babies. There's the second one. And that's kind of weird because that's very different cotton to that one. Yet it's the same pattern. But anyway. And then I got them a set of long sleeve onesies to wear under stuff, or they could wear these under their tracksuits as well. So they got that one. They got this one. And then there's this one. And that's one set. And then the second set is exactly the same. There's the pink one, the white one, and then that one. So they got matching onesies. And also, I don't know what I brought them to go with these. I don't know. But anyway, in the wintertime, these are incredible. Again, AliExpress, their stuff is phenomenal. These are tights for the girls. And it's got, like, the sock part is like normal and thin. But the rest of it, guys, look at you, look, it's sheep's wool. How toasty in those would you be?
Extremely.
Well, you can't complain you're cold, could ya?
No, you sure couldn't complain about that.
I mean, I'm thinking like if the girls were wearing a dress and they had those underneath with nice shoes and like a little cardigan and stuff. I mean, how wonderful would that be? you know, like, because that allows them to wear a dress and still not worry about whether they're cold. You know, you're keeping your baby's legs warm. You know, I just think that's wonderful. That's really good quality. As I said, I love AliExpress. I can't get enough. But anyway, so that when we take them out, or Pa takes them to see their cows and get the mail, they got these little Minnie Mouse backpacks as well. Because, you know, a girl can't go out without a decent handbag or something that matches her clothes. You know, she's got to put her, like there, an old front pocket there for the old whippy stick. You know? And then this big roomy section in here, and there's a little inside pocket as well. In lots of accessories in there. Bottle, couple of spare diapers, all that good stuff. So they got little backpacks as well. So there's one for winter and there's one for summer. So they got decked out in Minnie Mouse. Now, we have 2 things left. This is for Devon. Pa's gonna flip.
Oh, that's nice.
It's got, I can't get, can you come and hold it up here? Hold it up over your side of the room. So that it's on. Just take it over there and hold it up.
Yeah.
Go back to your chair and hold it up in front of your chair.
Yeah. We're upside down.
Hold it up a bit higher. Beautiful. So that is for Devon. Well, no, actually, it's not. That's yours.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
That's your lap blanket. Sit down and put it over your legs. Not around there. Just sit down and put it over your legs. Because this one is for his son. So I got 2 of them. Look, one for you and one for Devon.
Yeah, cool.
So there's no arguments then of him stealing your blanket because he's got his own and you've got your own.
Oh, he'll take both of them. As a fellow Superman lover, I know.
Well, he's got other Superman blankets, so this is it. He's got that one to put over his car seat and have in the car, and then that one's yours to sit here and have over your lap. And I've got to sit back because my legs are killing me. Oh, I love these little Minnie Mouses. They're so cute.
Your legs and my shoulders.
So, comment below what you like best out of all of that. I particularly love the fact that I'm going to be able to deck the girls out in Minnie Mouse. So I will go ahead and do that. And we might try and do a video of that. Problem is I've got to set the camera up for it, and we'll have to drag the change table in here and then have the camera facing over it so that you could watch. But I was going to say we'll do a changing video once we get all this stuff washed and dried, and we'll do a changing video and dress up the twins. What do you think, Pa?
Yeah.
We'll do the Minnie Mouse theme with all their new gear on, and we'll pack their bags. We'll do a Minnie Mouse pack my bag mum video and have to gather up all the accessories that they will require for a day out. I don't know where we're planning on going anytime soon. I ain't planning on going nowhere. They're saying that our car not only cost us $700 access, which I'll be paying off till July, and they're saying that it's been booked in for the guy to come and tow it away, and take it to the repairers. And then once that actually happens, they could have it for up to 10 weeks. This is not a place to be stuck and not have a car. You are in the boondocks of literal nowhere, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
And every major town for doctors, specialists, hospital,
In every direction.
is a minimum of 2 hours away to 3.5 hours away. I mean, it's crazy. I think Orange is at least 3.5, sometimes even 4, depending on how fast you drive. Isn't it?
Yep.
So,
It takes a while to get there.
I mean, like, yeah, we still have my little car, but I don't want to drive my car to Dubbo if I can help it. Because there is too many roofs on the road, and you hit a roof in my car and it's going to crumble like a Coke can. So, I did say to Pa, we might have to put a set of driving lights, like little spotlights, on my car.
Both cars have needed that for ages.
Yeah, they have both needed them. Your car needs them. But we'll have to definitely get them on mine for now, so that if I go to hospital before we get our car back, and Pa has to use my car, at least he'll have spotlights to light up the road, so that he can't say he didn't see the damn roofs. He is roof blind. I mean, once he hit that roof, and then of course I was jolted out of a deep sleep in the car. And I was watching all the way. They were on his side, not on my side. They were way over on his side, and yet he didn't see them and I did. You know, I was seeing clusters of 3 here, there, and everywhere, and I keep singing out to him, roofs, 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 and I'm pointing to where they are. And he didn't even look at them until he was literally on top of them. And he could have quite easily have hit another one, because they will just dart out in front of you at a moment's notice, and then they get, you know, like deers in the headlight sort of thing, and they just stand there staring at the light, blinded by the light, whatever.
That's a good song.
Yeah. But then when you do, and that's happened to me twice now. I had a beautiful car, a Ford Territory, and the other Rob was driving. Same road, the very same road. And he smacked into a kangaroo that just jumped out of nowhere, and he didn't stop in time, and he didn't see the damn thing coming, and I did. I was screaming at him, roo, 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 and I saw this thing coming through the field, you know, and it's hopping across the paddock, and I'm like, roo, and I'm screaming as loud as I can, and he didn't slow down, and he's just driving along going, where, and he smacked into it on my side of the car, and literally smashed up the whole side of that car. You know, I mean, it was a mess. I was livid. And then the second time, and then that thing got up and ran away. I was going to get out and start kicking it. And then it happened again with Buggerlugs over here, not seeing a route, hitting the Ford Territory the Kia Carnival on his right side and smashing it in, which you saw in the last photos. And again, that bloody kangaroo got up and hopped away. Now, if the roo had met its maker, it would have been justified. I'm sorry, they are a vermin, a pest, and a good roo is a dead one. I have roo rage, yes. I mean, when you first came to Australia, didn't you? And we were driving home from Sydney. We just picked him up at Sydney Airport. And, of course, Pa got off at the airport, so he was exposed to this whopping city that's like bloody New York. And it's hustle and bustle and traffic everywhere where people dart and this, that. It's crazy. And I start getting all sort of like panicky. I do not like the city. I do not like crowds. I have an absolute fear of crowds. And I get very panicky and I can't. No, I don't like crowds. That's why I don't do public transport, because I can't be on crowded trains and things. Freaks me out. So he was like thinking, okay, this is Australia. Yeah, well, wasn't he rudely mistaken when we got out here? There was roos everywhere because it was dark by the time we got home. Sydney is an 8-hour drive. And we stayed in a motel the first night, and then we travelled home the next day. So by the time we got home, it was quite dark. There was roos everywhere, and I was driving, and he couldn't work out why I was driving in the middle of the road. So the divided line down the middle is where you drive in Australia at night on the country roads, because if the roos come out in the road, you've got either way, then you can dodge. If they come out, you can, if they fly out in front of you and you go that way, the chances are they're across the road by the time you go around. So it just gives you more time to see them, and it gives you more time to move out of the way. So he couldn't work out why, first of all, I was driving in the middle of the road, and he couldn't work out why every, 15 minutes, at least every 15 minutes, I was hitting the horn really hard. Again, we do that because they hear the horn, and if they're near the roads, it shoos them back, and it scares them back into the bush. So, and then when we did see the roos, well, then that's when he found out that I suffered from roo rage, because down went the window. And I'm out the window, and I'm like, piss off, you effing so-and-sos. Go on, piss off. And I'm screaming at the roos, and he goes, you suffer from roo rage much? And I just thought that was funny. That was the first time I heard roo rage. He said she doesn't have road rage, she has roo rage. I mean, and I do. They're vermin. I mean, there are so many things in this country that I think rabbits were brought here from England. Now they're vermins. They have myxomatosis. They destroy the farmers' paddocks and fields and whatnot. Foxes were brought here from England. Now they're a vermin. And again, they're a pest to farmers, especially chicken farmers. Roos are an absolute pain in the butt. And since our gun laws were taken to extreme, and all of our guns were taken away, you're not allowed to own guns in Australia unless you're with a rifle, and then it's all so restricting, and your guns have to be kept in literal pieces in different cupboards, and it's ridiculous. And it's just so hard to own a gun in Australia, and because of that, people don't go roo shooting like they used to, as much. So these animals are breeding like vermin, and they're not getting cowed, so they're not keeping the numbers down. So you're seeing more and more roos on the road, especially out here in the country. Aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you could go out in one night and easy see 20 just going from here to Dubbo.
Yeah.
You could easy see 20 roos, no problems. And then you've got to contend with the foxes and the rabbits on the road, and feral cats and emu. They're everywhere. The wild ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, oh Lord have mercy. I'll just quickly do this because she's looking at it. Daddy went and bought her a Kinder. So, you got one for you too. You can open Wyatt's if you like. I'll do hers since she's closer to me. Daddy always ends up eating the chocolate.
Yeah, I still got 2 tons of chocolate left from the other ones.
So there's one half of your chocolate.
Let's see.
There's one half. Let's take the paper off so you don't eat the paper. There's your other half, which of course Daddy will take off your knee. And then we'll see what toy she got. I mean, normally you would not give these to a baby of her age because she's too little. She got a lion.
Okay.
She got a little Simba.
A little Simba.
We have so many Kinders saved
Yeah,
up. We're
she got a
about,
lion.
yeah.
She might want to trade
Oh, what do you get?
a deer.
Okay, well they can trade. And he can have, Wyatt can have the little lion. Because he'll like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And Bobby will get, she'll get the little baby Bambi.
There you go, buddy.
I had a little deer when I was little. It was at my grandmother's house. I had so many critters. I had skunks. I did. I had 6 little skunks. And my grandfather, he was Native American, and he knew how to remove their little stink gland so that they couldn't keep spraying me, because they did. I lost count of how many times I had to bury my clothes with bath and tomato juice. But I had 6 skunks. I had about 7 raccoons, but my favourite was my boy bandit. And I had 2 bears. I had a grizzly bear and a black bear. My black bear got poached by poachers, and I was devastated. Because, I mean, how hard was it to see that he was wearing a giant red collar with a bell on it? They should have worked out that he was tame. But they still poached him. And I had a deer, and I loved that little deer. He was lovely. You know, fair enough, he got into the fields and he was eating the corn and he was eating the wheat in the wheat fields and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, hey, that's just a minor technicality. And my grandmother cut him up and put him in a pot. She ate him. I was devastated when I found that out. She said he was a vermin, and he is. She ate him, so I wasn't impressed. My grandmother was Native American Spanish, and that woman ate anything that moved. If it ran past her house, climbed on her roof, or was in her trees, she ate it. Baked prairie dog was her favourite. I had a pet parrot. I had a white prairie dog. They're rare, but it was gorgeous.
I was going to say, I've never seen a white one.
Yeah, I had a white one. You know, I mean, they can be a little cantankerous and nasty, but I loved him. You know, I had lots of critters. I was like Ellie Mae Clampett, I was. Never mind. Land's sakes, child, how many more critters you going to be bringing into this house, she'd say. Bandit was the one that got into most trouble, because he would get into my grandmother's kitchen, he'd get that little thumb of his, and he opened jars. And he'd get into all of her preserves and things, and she was not impressed. You know, but I loved it. I loved my critters. I was more at home with animals than I definitely was with people. So, I had a lot, you know. My granddad, well, he just had a couple of old hound dogs, you know, for hunting and stuff. He would take his dogs out. He loved his dogs. And My grandmother, she didn't need to have anything. She had everything that was dragged home by me. Even my bear, my big grizzly, he used to get in bed with her in the winter time. Kicked my grandfather out. He had to get another. She had to literally make a room for my granddad. Because my bear kept going into their room and he'd climb into bed with my grandmother and curl up with her. And she said that he was warmer to snuggle up to in the wintertime than my grandfather, so she kicked him out and kept the bear. Yeah. So, and he was funny, because sometimes my grandma would make him sleep on the floor. She had a little thin mattress on the floor beside her bed for my grizzly to, and he was a big boy, trust me, he was big. Was taken out, eventually he was taken out to Yellowstone because my grandmother had died, my granddad wasn't well, and I was constantly taken away, so I wasn't there to take care. And he was free to come and go, but we wanted him protected and we didn't want him poached or anything like that, so we made arrangements to have him sent out to Yellowstone National Park, and he was released out there. And I did check up on him a year or two later to see how he was doing. I went to Yellowstone to visit, and the ranger showed me that he was quite good. He had fathered a beautiful little boy, and he actually brought the female bear and his cub to show me. So we thought, well, he had a little family, so, and he was happy and I was happy, so, and you know, like some of the other critters, well, they just died off with age and stuff, so yeah, but I loved my critters. Absolutely loved my critters. But I am looking forward to having my boy home, and I'm so glad that he's finally out of the mold. He does have a metal skeleton, which I've asked her to keep his joints pretty loose except for his elbows. His elbows are posable, so they will stay where I put them, which is fantastic because now he can hug his toys and stuff.
Yeah.
He's got beautiful hands. He's got one hand that's kind of like this in a relaxed position, and the other one's kind of open like this. You know, which is kind of cool. I can't wait to see him at home sitting in his chair playing with his little garbage truck over there. My beautiful friend Jennifer, God, I love you, darling. If you're watching this, big hugs and kisses out to you. She showed me this gorgeous t-shirt that she bought him that says, "I'm easily distracted by garbage trucks," and it has a garbage truck on it. And it's absolutely stunning. And I think she said she bought it in a size 3 to 4 or something like that. Sweetheart, that's fabulous because he's huge. He is huge. I mean, we worked it out that in American sizes, he's a size 7 shoe. That's what his shoe would be. He's a 7, maybe an 8 to be. If it's a small make, he could even be an 8. But we definitely know that in Australia, he's about a 6 to a 7, and in America, he's a 7. So he's got big feet. And and she was showing me his, you know, his bits, which they add later. And she put one on. She said, "You can have this size or you can have this size." The first one she put on there, I thought, oh my lordy. It was too big. It looked like
The John Holmes special.
it was something. It wasn't adult size, but it definitely wasn't 2-year-old boy size. That's for sure. And I went, oh no. Then she put the second one on and it was perfect. And I said, let's go with the second one. That first one was ridiculous. I mean, like, Lord have mercy. That was a real, hello ladies, I have arrived. You know, and I know. So, I'm dying to see him with hair and eyes and his teeth in. It's hard, like she's showing me the head, but she hasn't added the tongue or the gums and the teeth yet, you know, or his eyes, you know. It's going to be so nice now to slowly watch him come alive. To look back on what he was like when he was first done to how he looks now that he's almost finished. She's measuring him, I think, tonight because they're getting his head on. Because his body's poured in one mould and his head's poured in a separate mould, and then they're attached. So I am waiting for them to put him together and then give me the exact measurement from head to toe of what he is in height so I can work out his clothes, because technically in Australia he should be a size 2. I'm looking at him and I'm like, that boy's definitely going to be a 3 to a 4, isn't he? Especially in America, he'd be a size 3 to 4, definitely. You know,
he's not small.
No. And he is solid silicone. So there's no foam in there. There's nothing that's going to make him lighter. He is just a straight skeleton and then solid silicone straight over it. So that's a lot of weight, isn't it?
Yeah.
We might have to get a special stroller to push him from room to room because we won't be carrying him. And we'll have to get a pulley system pulling him up into bed. Poor Pa. I feel sorry for Pa because I can't lift him. I can't even lift her. I want to. I so want to walk around the house with her on my hip. You know, I just want to hold him. I want to walk around with Mr. Wyatt, but I don't get to. And I miss picking the babies up, carrying them around and talking to them. But I just can't at the moment because my shoulder and my elbow just give out. And I'm scared I'm going to drop them. Or the pain is just like, it's gut-wrenching. And my foot's playing up again. I've got my toe all benched up. It's not pretty. And what was that thing called again, Pa?
What?
I wrote it down. What that thing is called on my toe. My Lord. Look, I'm trying to move stuff and everything wants to fall. It's called a granuloma. What is that? Granuloma.
Granuloma?
Glanduloma. Well, that's what's growing out of my foot, and it's the second one I've had. They say that they normally go away on their own in time. And in some cases, you know, treatment is needed, you know, sometimes even surgery. One of the things they mentioned was like an antibiotic steroid cream or something, and I'm definitely going to look into that to see if we can go down that road before we have people poking and thinking that they're going to go sticking needles and whatnot. Not happening. Been there, done that, not doing it again. Oh, I like my kitty cat, Pa. Can you pass me my kitty cat? How cute is that? That is so going on my bed. Oh, he's such an old man.
Yeah. I don't know how old my back is.
You're old. You're 60 years old.
I ain't 60 yet.
Oh, a couple of months you will be. Look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? Look, if I chop a bit out of that ear and then sew it down, it'd be like Erin's cat, Loki, who came in like a wrecking ball. That's what she always sings. She does. Every time the cat comes in, she goes, oh my God, here comes Loki. And then she goes, he came in like a wrecking ball. It looks a bit like that, doesn't it? I'm surprised she hasn't bought one of these.
She kills me.
Unless she has and I missed that video. I don't know, but look, he's quite big. I guess he's like a big, you know, pillow. You can throw your leg over it, get comfy. Oh, I love him. I think he's fabulous. Take him to hospital with me. Snuggle up with him. Put him against my chest when I have to cough. That'll hurt. What do you think? And give me a pussycat kiss. Give me a kissy kissy. Oh, I love him. Alright guys, I'm going to end this video because that's it. That's the haul. That's all we've got for now. And I need to get back to my paper because I'm doing a word search. Doing the word search in the local paper. And I like doing these. So I'm going to go back and do that. It'd be really, you know, boring. What else do they have in here? Crossword and Sudoku. Sudoku drives me nuts because... and crosswords I'm never good at.
Yeah, me either.
I'm not good at crosswords.
When it comes to crossword puzzles, I suck.
There are a couple of brain busters though.
My brain's already busted.
Yeah, mine's busted too. So I just stick with new words. I like word searches. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Pa likes word searches as well, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So we're going to go back and do those and just kick back and relax until we do dinner, which tonight is garlic, soy,
Sweet soy and garlic.
Sweet soy and garlic, chicken, stir fry and rice.
Yeah.
Is what my beloved darling is cooking tonight. And that's wonderful. Oh, I love that. I've got to get these christenings done. Seriously, I need to get my... People, comment below to motivate me to get off my bourgeois and get these christenings done. I have, at this point, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe I have 6 christenings to do. 6. I've got Faith, Elizabeth to do. I have Charlie Bartholomew. I have Nicholas Hendrik Klaus. I have Starlet Lee. Divinity Storm. And Wyatt Alexander. All to be christened. Yes. Alright guys, well I'm going to go. So yeah, comment below, get some motivation happening. Because I'm just not motivated to get up and get that started. I have to drag the kids' table in here to set it up on. Because my lounge room now is getting smaller. Because there's more and more crap in it than there used to be. So I've got to try and make room to drag this table in here to do the christening in here. If I had my dream house, it would have been done in an actual church. Because the house I wanted to buy, and I nearly did buy, I had it all signed, sealed on the dotted line. But the person that was going to go guarantor for me pulled out at the last minute and the whole thing fell through. And it was a beautiful 3 or 4 bedroom home with a big wraparound veranda or porch. And it came with a church, a gorgeous chapel that was right beside it in another yard. And that's where I would have been doing these christenings, in an actual church. And this is why I'm so desperate to buy a farm, because I'm going to build a church, or I'm going to buy an old church and have it moved. What do you think?
Well, you can do that. You can either have it moved or build one of your own.
I don't care. I just want a church. I desperately want a little church of my own.
I wonder how much it would cost to move a church.
Depends on how far away it is. Normally it starts at about 10,000 up. But then, you know, you've got to have somebody come out and prepare the ground and, you know, and have the peas, what do you call it? Is it the peas? No. Is it peas?
I don't know.
Have all your footings in anyway to sit the church on.
Have it stumped.
Yeah, have it all stumped. That's it, you know. You know, and if they can't move the church in one piece and they have to cut it in half, then you have to have somebody there to rejoin it all and make it look like it was never cut in half. And then you have to have your electrician come in and rewire it and hook up all your electricity for it. You know, then you have to clean it and do all your other minors. There's a lot involved moving a church. You probably
sounds like it would be just as expensive to move it as it would to build one.
Yeah. But I desperately want a little white chapel. You know, I want to do the seat. I want to deck it out properly. Oh, like a genuine church, and I want to I want to preach there. And if people want to come on a Sunday, then they'll be welcome to come on a Sunday and get used to my children sitting in the front row because that's where they'll all be. You know, all my babies will be lined up in the front row. Little tiny babies like my newborns and that won't be. You know, but, you know, anyone 6 months and up will be at the church. You know, and I just want to preach. I just want to preach the good Lord's word, and I've had a passion for this. I've been studying for this for so long. You know, like I got my certificate up that says that I'm a genuine reverend now, but I have 3 other certificates that I need to put up because I just did my doctorate in divinity, and I've done, what was the other one?
A certificate in metaphysics.
Yeah, I've done my certificate in metaphysics. Oh God, I can't even say it.
Metaphysics.
Studied it, but now I can't get the words out. Yeah, so I've just done that one, so I've got to get that certificate up. And I was given another certificate just saying that I had the title Reverend. So that's got to go up. And I've been studying it and wanting this since I was 7. And it's taken me until I was 58 to get there. But I got there, didn't I? Yeah. And I'm so, so pleased. I mean, there's nothing in this world that I'm more passionate about than God. God and preaching. It's so important to me. It's so, so important to me. And just to quickly address some people's comments. Yes, I know Bella's wedding was good enough for her. She was happy with it, so, you know, that's good enough. I'm just personally hurt for me because I wanted better for her. She deserved better. And I'm so upset and ashamed she didn't mention God. She did not even bring God into that wedding. And that hurt me more than anything. Because out of respect for me being there and the fact that I am a reverend and she knows I'm a reverend, she could have at least added God into it, you know, somewhere, somehow, you know, and that would have made it so much better than it was. So, but doesn't matter, it's over now. You know, can't cry over spilt milk, as they say, so I might as well just move on. But it was just disappointing for that too, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
You know, because that's what I really noticed was that God was not mentioned, and that's not okay. Just not okay. So, and I worry about my grandkids because I'm just scared that she won't get them christened. I'm scared that she'll just do a baby naming, and to me that's not a christening. And I will ask my daughter to give me permission, if she does that, to at least allow me to do a private christening just between me, her and Ben, here at home, where I can christen my grandchildren. I'm hoping she'll allow me to do that, because I want that peace of mind that my grandbabies have been christened. That's very important. But anyway, I'm not going to get emotional over everything, because it's just, a waste of energy, and there's too much energy in this house now. And she's, you enjoying that? Because I don't know if you guys can actually see her hands and her holding that bicky or not, but she's got a piece in each hand, and she's loving that. And Mr. White's sitting over there, and I wish I could work out how to film where I've got another camera on him, and then I could kind of switch between the two and mix them both in at the same time, because he moves his eyes when he's on camera, or he'll slightly move his head and move back. And people have noted how they see it, and I like to have them on camera in the hopes that, you'll catch it. And they usually don't do it though until they're on my lap. When they're on my lap, they seem to move and they'll shift around, and it's freaky. But I don't know where Pa's gone. I think he's probably going to change the kids' shows over, so I'll have to keep chatting for a sec till he comes back, because I can't say goodbye without him here. And he's in with the other babies. We should actually go in there and you could see them all. Hang on a sec, we might just do that. Let's go in and say hello to the babies. So there's Mr. Wyatt sitting there looking all smug, holding his bicky, and there's she holding her bicky. Hang on, we'll go say hello to the babies. Okay, guys, and first of all up is Miss Starlet. Hello, my darling. Look, you got all sorts of stuff going on here. Look at this child. She's got some toys in the corner. She's got her milk bottle, her Kinder, her candy noodle cup. And I mean, I'm telling you, guys, this is disgusting. It's like, look, lolly noodles. She's got one of these like jelly sticks. She's got a twirly lollipop. Your teeth are gonna fall out, sweetheart. But there, she's in her gorgeous little pink poodle tracksuit, looking stunning. And next on mine, it's the same deal. We've got, what you saving up your money, are you? Oh, well, Mummy's birthday is when is my birthday?
31st.
When is that?
Oh, I'll have to look at a calendar.
Oh, what's the date today? 28th or something. I mean, my birthday is very soon, so they have to hurry and get there. Yeah, Friday, I think my birthday's on Friday, because on Thursday you were supposed to go to Dubbo, and that was the 30th. So Friday is my birthday. And you girls have got to cash in your dosh with Daddy and buy me a present. She doesn't. She's like, I don't think so. That's my money. So this is my winter breeze. And your hair is stuck to your face and it's annoying me. Get it off. There we go. Looking gorgeous, darling. She's got her cow. And over here, Miss Summer Rain. You also have some money, and she has a koala. And you got your milk. These bottles, guys, are the best. I love them. It's the Mookie. But anyway, they come in this candy pink. And the boys get these blue ones, which are really cute. So, but she's just like, look, she's got a dummy in there. That's her cow passy. Both the twins have those. And that's Miss Summer. Hello, Miss Summer Rain. How you doing? Gorgeous girl. And over here in this handsome corner, we have Mr. Friendstone. He's wearing his Friendstone sweatshirt. Mr. Charlie Bartholomew. And he's got his slippers on, and I don't know, Pa, can you take his tray away for a second? So we can have a look at his groovy pants. And there's his Friendstone pants. And he's got his warm slippers on. So there's Mr. Charlie. And over here in this dark corner is, oh, it's very dark over here.
Yes, it is.
He's got his Nudanine. And he's got a sweatshirt on, which is a little bit big. But it says Daddy's Boy and Mummy's World. And he's wearing, what is he wearing? Dinosaur trackies. Or sweatpants. And that's Mr. Nicholas Hendrik. Or Klaus for short. He was my little German, one of my German babies. And in here, see, Divinity's crib has to be covered up because we've got that thing on and it blows crap all over her. But in here we have, oh gosh, we get this open. Miss Danica. Why you got all these toys in here with you? You don't need all that in there. You just need one bunny.
You're cutting dinner coat off.
I'm trying to get... Pa should film. I'm hopeless at filming. Hang on a second. Here, you film. Got it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get her legs out because it's quite warm in here with the heater going. And Pa's got her head stuck up in that and he's not supposed to. I keep telling him, lay her head on top of it. There we go. There's Miss Danica. She's losing her mitts. Gosh, how does she manage to pull these off? Haunted little bugger.
Maybe she moves in her sleep.
She must, because I'm telling you, she lays in this crib. She doesn't get played with. And those are always moved. And those mitts come off. So that was Miss Danica. Now, this is Miss Faith. Oh, her birdie's going off. And I got it. Well, she's the same. Pa, why have you got two bunnies in here with her?
I don't know.
She doesn't need that. That one goes over there, and we'll tuck that over there, darling. And she's in this little purple. Get those. Oh. Tuck all this down. There she says, now I can get out and get a little heat. And that's Miss Faith. Okay. So we'll go in closer. So there's Miss Faith. Sleeping away. And they say bye-bye, Klaus. So it's goodbye from Klaus. And Faith. And sleepy Miss Danica. Oh no, you're going to peek at us now. No, you're going to close your eyes again. Now, I don't know if you guys saw that, but she opened her eyes, she looked at us, and then she slowly shut them. That was crazy. We caught that on film. Because you could actually see the little glimmer in her eye, and then it shut.
Yeah.
Cheeky bloody beggar.
She does that.
She does. Are you going to say goodbye, Charlie? He said, well, I will if you get out of my face and put my high five back on. I was watching that. You ready for dinner? I know you're ready for dinner. You love your dinner, don't you? She's our little fooder. She's our little foodie, aren't you? Are you a little foodie? Yeah. That's why she got these beautiful chubby cheeks. She's gorgeous. And her gorgeous twin. This is my little cuppy cake. Just say bye-bye, everybody. Say bye-bye, peoples. Bye-bye, aunties. Bye-bye, uncles. Wav. And Miss Starlet, look at her. Isn't this baby just, look at her, isn't she gorgeous? Her hair's a little flat because she's been in bed and we haven't fixed her hair, but I've got it down at the back and just up at the top, and I think she just looks so cute like that. These are my little blondies that all take after their father. All of these kids in real life were Pa's children, including the 5 quintuplets, yeah, and Wyatt was yours. Divinity takes after me. She wasn't Pa's, but who was? Zenith definitely is. Devon, Billy, the ones that weren't, that are going to be with us, Malachi and Divinity. So, that's why they're blonde. They take after their father. So, anyway, it is goodbye for me, guys.
And goodbye from me, Pa Silicone.
And we will catch you in the next exciting adventure. Hopefully it'll be a christening. I don't know which way. I think Starlet and Charlie came home first, so we might do them. Then we will do Klaus and Faith, because they came home together. And then we will do Wyatt and Divinity last. So we'll split the christenings up into 3. What do you think?
Yeah.
So there's 3 christenings to do, and I have to do them, guys, before I go to hospital, which is the end of July. So we don't have a lot of time. Plus, hope and pray that Zenith comes home before I go to surgery.
Yes.
Because then I might be able to quickly get him christened before I go. If not, Pa will have to do his christening. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. Please give it a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye, everybody.